Okay. Sspopiikimi. Good morning. It is 8:30 in the a.m. on Sunday, December 11, 2022. In the lunar cycle, that's when the rivers freeze over. And I'm just walking in at Sspopiikimi. Seen Carol's vehicle out there, so she's ahead of me somewhere. I gotta go catch up. And oh yeah, she's a ways up the trail. And we'll take a stroll this morning. It's a nice, non-windy, -11. Old snow on the ground. Nothing new for it to tell us. But, well, as far as I know. But, take a walk around anyway and see what's happening here. I don't know what's on my agenda for today, whether I'm going to have a lot more hiking time than this morning or not. If I do, almost certainly we'll go visit the wilderness park again, or somewhere. Maybe we could go somewhere new and see what's happening along the river. But we'll see some of that here this morning. Yeah, the other day was the first time I ever noticed that the wind cut off on the ice right where the beaver lodges are up there. Like the ice is clear on this north side of the pond, clear of snow, but completely packed with snow still on the south side of the pond because there's a bit of a windbreak formed by the coulees. And I thought it was interesting that the beaver lodges were positioned right on that line between transition point, eh? Cold and warm. Not as many geese north of the high-level bridge as there's been the past couple weeks. I mean, there's still a fair amount, but yeah, there's no small number there still, but
definitely.
Yeah, less than there were before. It's on both sides of the river. Christmas bird count is coming up, and I will be starting at this bridge, covering this whole side of the river valley up to the subdivisions on top, from the river, you know, all the way up and past the high-level bridge to Whoop-Up Bridge, which I should be able to see from right here. From this high point here. Perhaps. Oh yeah, we can get a look at it way off in the distance. Where is it? There's a pinch of it there. All this takes me hours, most of the day. No eagles as yet. There are some, oh, that might be a rock, but I'm sure there's some carcasses around. Not as evident as at the wilderness park, though. The bodies are just everywhere. Could be somebody cleaned up here. south of the high-level bridge. that's my southern limit of the bird count. That'll be coming up on December 31st. But looking at the river along here, yeah, there's some geese out there, but not many. Little pockets. The geese at closer range. We're headed back north again. They're probably gonna get scared off from us. There are definitely like carcasses on the ice. Maybe geese who are too sick, don't want to move. Just monitoring and documenting the ongoing way that this winter and the virus is hitting these animals. Look at this, the carcasses there, hey? It's like 4, 5, or 6 carcasses around there. Who's that?
Divers, I think.
Yeah? Way out there?
On the right-hand side, amongst the geese.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a couple of golden eyes, hey?
Yeah.
It's cool how they use the geese flocks as cover. Well, decided to take a stroll down to the wilderness park after all, and I think I'm glad I did. I just want to check in on things since I've been monitoring down here too. It just makes sense to come and see what's going on this week. And I ran into a photographer who was just making his way back after doing the whole river loop, and he's been, documenting and photographing this whole event too. He's very familiar with this park, and he said, he just gave me some tips. He said there's a snow goose out on the ice on this end, and he only saw one swan, so it doesn't do me any good to actually go searching for the swan or anything, or the swans. He would have definitely seen them. So I think I'm going to skip that. I'm going to go over by the rapids area here. I have brought my trail cam as well. I might find an area to set up my trail cam to something, hopefully catch something interesting. Oh, the other thing he said was going on over in this end where there were raccoons feeding off the carcasses on the ice, and many more carcasses than there were when I counted 50 last week. This week he said he did a trip between Pavan Park and the Wilderness Park, a walk, just like yesterday, and he counted 400 plus. So that's a whole heck of a lot of dead geese. Anyway, we're gonna head down and see what's new by the rapids. Just getting my first look at the scene here. Lots of geese congregated as usual here in this area by the rapids. Lots of bodies on the ice, and I believe the temperature's dropping. Feels colder now than -11. I'll have to check my phone when I have an opportunity. Let's walk down here and see what we can see. I'm gonna scare them all off, ain't I? Darn. Yeah, these guys don't exactly allow me to get close. Well, we'll see what remains after the exodus, I guess. Let's see if I can get down out of view. Maybe that'll help. I'm not seeing a snow goose anywhere. It may be on my side of the cut bank though, and I can't see it until I get very, very close. Here's a swan. I hope this swan is okay, but hard to say if it's alone without the other swans that were here before. What we have down here at the rapids. golden eye. Another one just shot in up here. Female. Male's on his way. Oop. No, another female. I'm losing battery to the cold here, but I think I found a snow goose. Right down on the ice edge now. Just looking for the raccoon signs and whatnot. The ice on this edge has receded back a little bit since I was here before, but we're gonna get another cold shot here, so it'll grow back up pretty quick. Tighten this up. I'm up here at basically the farthest upstream end of this park now. You get into Sspopiikimi Park down that way. But the death toll on the ice is just extreme, and some, like, there's definitely a lot more than 50 dead now when I look around here. It's just bodies after bodies after bodies. Wait till least, like, look at this. Just a heap of bodies there. More bodies. Like, I can probably even count 50 from where I stand, I bet. Look at this. All tangled up in the beaver's food cache. Bodies, just heaps of dead bodies. That can't be good for the beavers or for anything. The sick and the dying there. I mean, it's just a wicked event that I'm witnessing here. Not gonna go probably too much further in the wilderness park today. Getting hungry now. I don't know. Might head a little bit through the forest and see what's up there. Still looking for my ideal choice of placement for a game cam for the week, or at least for the next few days. I have some potentials that I've spotted, but see what else is up, maybe just in the forest over here. Just checking out this edge zone between the younger forest and some of the older trees. Carries on for a ways here. This used to be, well, when it floods, there's a little oxbow that flows through here that isolates this, but it's obviously recent sediment from the river that it's deposited here, and it's new forest basically, as I've pointed out before in previous videos. But yeah, a lot of times in these little oxbows, they're sheltered, you know, from view, so animals like to hang out in here and might find a cool place to set up a trail cam if I see something happening around one of these logs, you know, like you got vole marks, but say I come across some weasel, you know. Buddy back there, the photographer, had a nice picture of a weasel that he took out in the forest somewhere here, with a vole in its mouth. Nice white snow-colored weasel. And edge zones are just always good areas. For sure you get deer passing through, get coyote, but who knows what else, eh? Something came up in through here. Some major trail. Those kind of corridors, you'll get all kinds of stuff. This is a big run here, right through the middle of the old forest. Almost looks like a road comes down through here, passes along through the smaller forest headed to the river, or at least to that oxbow corridor. This is the old deer blind, still very useful if you wanted to sit here and watch deer. They definitely come through. Surely other animals as well. Who exactly? We'd only know if we placed a camera trap. Here we have a sleeping member of the forest community, Goose, the porcupine. Sleep and eat. I'm still mostly seeing them in the canopies, but could just be a fluke. No, they're always in the canopies in winter. Up off of the snow. Lots of good buds and stuff to eat. See if we can get a better angle at him. Probably not, but yeah, no. Let's get the tail end over here. Saw a few eagles soar past. No one's sticking around though. I might just walk out this way and take a peek at the river quick. I won't do the whole loop, but just catch this end real quick. All right, downstream end of the river is in sight now, and there are some geese, but it's not looking good. I don't know how many of these are just bodies. I think in this area is where he counted something like 400 from here, between here and the next park over. That photographer I met this morning. Sorry, that needed any clarity. Look at that. Yeah, this is all carcasses and dying. And the temperatures are going to drop, and it's starting to snow again. Look at this. This is just unbelievable. Like, wow. Surprised I haven't seen any dead golden eyes yet, given their proximity to the flu. The photographer was telling me it's the Arctic geese coming down that brought this with them. Well, I guess that's it. I guess this is the scene. The dead and the dying at the Wilderness Park for the third week in a row. I'm sorry if this is getting redundant, but it's not redundant. It's not the same week by week. It's growing. And this is a documentation of it, at least.